First off, welcome. Thank you for coming out tonight to what's going to be a very, very interesting evening, a film that has caused a lot of controversy in Poland. You don't hear? Okay, I'll get closer. Before we get to the film, first off, there probably might be some new people here. I'm Fred Litwin, and I manage the Free Thinking Film Society of Ottawa. And I started, as you probably know, I started this film society back in 2007 because of Michael Moore and Fahrenheit 9/11. I really wanted to bring to Ottawa the sort of films that nobody else would bring, tackle the topics that nobody else would tackle, put on panel discussions, and try to raise or elevate the discussion in the city. And so we try not to shy away from, we actually try to shy towards controversial topics. We were the people that put on the film Iranium a few years ago that the Iranian embassy tried to stop. And it was canceled twice, first by the embassy and then because of threats. So that was sort of our 2 minutes or 15 minutes of fame. Now, before we get to the film, every year now in November we put on a film festival. And so this year, starting on October 31st, will be the 4th annual Free Thinking Film Festival. And it's going to run on Thursday, October 31st, Friday night, and then the whole weekend. We have around 20 to 24 different events. We have panel discussions, we've got films, we've got speakers, on a whole variety of really interesting topics. I basically spend my whole summer watching films and trying to find stuff that nobody else will show. So before we get to the film tonight, I prepared a small trailer to show you some of the stuff, not all, some of the stuff that will be at the festival in November. So let's play the trailer.
Jared, I have no audio for the trailer right now. I'm sorry, I can't get it going.
Really? Okay. We will not show you the trailer. But some of the films that we'll be showing at the festival, we're going to have an evening with Barbara Kay to launch her new book, Acknowledgements. We're going to have a film on Chinese hackers who have hacked into Australia. And we're going to follow that up with a panel discussion on Chinese spying in Canada. And we're going to have on our panel, this is the Friday night of our festival, Saturday night of our festival, we're going to have on our panel the head of security for Nortel, who will talk about what the Chinese stole from Nortel, and also his meetings with the RCMP and what happened there. I'm bringing the head of security from Mandiant Corporation. This is the corporation in the States that actually identified the building in China that they were spying from. So he's going to come up, he's in the film, he's going to come up and talk to you firsthand about what China is doing. So it's going to be an amazing, amazing evening. We have films on the Muslim Brotherhood, we've got films on fracking, we have a film on Winston Churchill and the Jews. The film you're going to see tonight on this incident, we're going to show 2 documentaries about this incident at the film festival. And we're going to close the film. Usually, I always tell people that we have the most depressing film festival in the world. You know, we talk about the Muslim Brotherhood, we talk about problems in China, and we talk about all sorts of really nasty and negative things. But we're going to actually end the film festival on a positive note. And I found this documentary about a coffee co-op in Uganda, where the Christians, Jews, and Muslims work together to sell coffee. And we're going to show the documentary, and I'm bringing in the head of the Jewish community in Uganda to talk to us and show us some slides, perhaps play some music and answer questions, and then we'll be serving Ugandan coffee outside. So that's going to be the closing night of our festival, and we're going to close it with something uplifting. It's very unusual for me. I'm not used to it. Now, we're selling passes. Normally the passes for the festival are $80, which is a great steal for 4 days of movies. If you buy your pass tonight, we'll sell you a pass at $70. So it's $10 off. So if you can buy your pass tonight, it's a great idea. It's a great value for 4 days of movies and speakers. Now, we also like to partner with a whole variety of other organizations in Ottawa. And one of the other major think tanks is the Arthur Meehan Institute for Public Affairs. And right after our festival, they have a big maple leaf dinner to celebrate freedom, free speech. And so we've teamed up with them to offer a special package on their dinner and our festival. I'd like to introduce Joseph Ben-Ami, who is the president of the Arthur Meehan Center for Public Affairs.